For one, I was being classified as a laborer, and also I wasn't having anything put into my Voya retirement account, which had been going on for some time, and I had been asking, but I felt that I didn't have another place to go at the time. And I was making $20 an hour on private jobs and roughly $30 an hour on prevailing wage jobs, when at the time prevailing wage was about $62 an hour.
And I say I wanted to learn, and I don't have a lot of experience, and but I want to learn and I want to work. And say, yeah, you can come in tomorrow and start. And then I ask you how much you want to pay me, and say 12. And then I say, okay. So because I want to learn something. I want to learn how to use the tape. I want to learn how I use the tools. And then I start, and he's wanna pay me every 2 weeks. And I start, and the next month he say, you know what, I wanna pay you in 3 weeks because I don't have, it's okay for you. So I wanna keep my job. I have to pay the bill, so okay, I say. And then that's when I start the situation. And
I worked for Pilgrim Interiors, and I thought it was going to be good, but it ended up being bad. So in the beginning it was okay, but then you heard little whispers like, oh, hey, he didn't pay me for this and didn't pay me for that. And so it was kind of that sort of thing. I always thought it was kind of funny because there was guys that knew less than me but getting paid more than me, and so it made no sense to me at all. So then I started kind of complaining a little bit, and then going through the grapevine, you kind of hear how people are trying to take their money out of their 401s and their Voya account and all this stuff, because he was basically taking the money, paying his bills with it, and then he had nothing for us when we wanted it. So.
How much restitution did you receive?
I received, before taxes, it was $13,000. After taxes, it was about $9,100.
Was that all the money that you think that you lost, or do you think?
No, I know that I have quite a bit more.
And then one day I say, you know what, I need to find another job. You have to pay me. And he said, next week.
And at that point, how much were you owed?
Like a month. I think it was almost 7,000. We are 15 guys, but mostly the guys don't get the pay in that moment.
In the end, I was getting paid 27, and it wasn't until we did the Westover job that Mike, he was one of the contractors there, he was telling me, he goes, you're running work, you should be getting X amount. And I'm going, no. I'm like, nah, really? And my partner was even worse than me because he was classified as kind of like a laborer, and he was doing carpenter work, and he was not getting the money he should have been getting. Out of 3 years, I probably was on maybe 6, 8 prevailing wage jobs.
And did you ever get the full prevailing wage?
No, did not. I think I was going to get 8,000, but after the taxes and all that, I'm only getting like 2,800. So.
It was very detrimental to me without me even knowing it. I didn't know that I was receiving a laborer's pay until somebody from somebody from the Army Corps of Engineers came up to me at the site, brought me into the trailer, and explained to me that I was being paid as a laborer and not as a carpenter. That was my first indication, other than the lack of retirement funds being put into my account.
I don't want to say nothing because I'm embarrassed. I don't have idea what I have to do. And in that time, I meet Frank and I say, you know what, I work with this guy. He don't pay me. And
How did you feel when you were in that situation where he kept stringing you along?
stressful, desperate, because I told you I have to pay my rent, and then I have to pay the bills. They come in, and then I don't have the money.